Saved?
Yeah, I got everything saved. Yep. Trade deadline live. Let me check on my my channel. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Just gonna say technical difficulties.
Delete the other one?
Huh?
Did you delete the other one?
Good.
Why does it keep doing that?
Comment your thoughts on what is up, everybody. Had some technical difficulties. We have a trade that just went down. I will report about this. We'll report about that in a second. Just want to type something in the chat right here. Get Twitter up. Comment your thoughts. Comment your thoughts on this MLB trade deadline. MLB. All right. So, pulling Twitter up, according to our buddy, our pal, and our friend. According to our buddy, our pal, and our friend, Jeff Passan, he tweeted out that, where are we at? Let's look up Jeff Passan. That basically, who the hell got, Jose Quintana got traded from the from the Pirates to the Cardinals just moments ago. And also, Tariq Skubal just left the game with left arm fatigue. So we really should have traded him. Son of a bitch. You know, fuck. I'm going to say it. Just Al. I hate Al Avila. He's such an idiot. I swear to God. Oh, he's so stupid. He really is. Really, really is. Jeff Passan. That's what I want to do. A little bit different. So the Cardinals are finalizing a deal to acquire left-hander Jose Quintana from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sources tell ESPN. What happened? I got to share my thing. Sorry, guys. My apologies. Share screen, window, Chrome tab. There we go. So right here, St. Louis Cardinals are finalizing the deal to acquire left-hander Jose Quintana from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Sources tell ESPN. Now, Quintana, he's doing pretty good for the Pirates now this year.
I think so. I'm more curious on what happened with Tariq Skubal.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
That kid really jinxed him, to be honest. Like, freaking,
yeah,
jinxed everything about Tariq Skubal.
Dude, that guy really effed him in Detroit. He really did. He screwed him. He really did. Jose Quintana, what is he doing this year? Let's see. He has a 3.5 ERA, about 90 strikeouts. Has a whip of about 1.272. Not too bad for Quintana. I don't know. It's an okay deal by the Cards. I feel like it's all right. I mean,
they give up.
Who'd they give up? We don't know yet. I gotta see who did they give up. I don't know. Well, that means that Rodon probably won't be going to the Cardinals. So that's an interesting move. I mean, there's the Juan Soto going to the Dodgers. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Come on.
I got you all excited.
Yeah, excited, but I was about to go up to Twitter and be like, wait a second.
Look at Tony La Russa. Look like, get me out of here. Our team sucks. But also think about this. I'm shocked he's playing in tonight's game. I mean, I get to hit the home run. I get it. But you know what? What happened to Tariq Skubal could have happened to Jose or to Soto, to Juan Soto. So the fact that they're playing him tonight is insane to me. I don't know why they're playing him. I don't know. So I don't know. I think he's gonna get dealt tonight. I do, because a lot of shit has been happening tonight. No.
In the afternoon, some stuff picked up, but I mean, compared to last year's deadline, things have been pretty quiet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that this is what I think. I think the I think Juan Soto will get traded to the Padres. I do think he goes to San Diego over LA. I thought the Cardinals for a hot sec, but you know what? I'm thinking the Dodgers now. I really am, because the Dodgers haven't made a move yet, and they love to do this. I mean, you know, them landing Max Scherzer a couple years ago was like no one saw that coming, right? And who they're going to give up? I think Gavin Lux could be in that discussion. I think Max Muncy could go the other way. I also think Bellinger could be moved. So I think they give up Muncy definitely if they go get a Juan Soto. And I also think they give up a Cody Bellinger if they get a Juan Soto, in addition to whoever they're going to give up prospect wise. I mean, if you look at the top prospects, right? Dodgers top prospects. I mean, like, their top prospect is in high A. I mean, he's a catcher, right? They have a pitcher in Bobby Miller. I mean, I guess the Nats could use a catcher, right?
Nationals don't need a catcher.
No, you don't
They got
think so?
They got Keibert Ruiz. He'll probably be there for a while. He was given to them in last year's trade deadline, so I doubt they'll give up Keibert Ruiz. You talk about a catcher that's on the deadline that I kind of want the Mets to go after is Shawn Murphy. Completely underrated catcher. I think he's definitely a top 5, top 6 catcher in the league. I really like what Shawn Murphy has. If you want to Google him or pull him up, he's an interesting piece.
Shawn Murphy or just Ryan Murphy?
Shawn Murphy. He plays for the A's now.
Let's see. And then Skubal, I want to talk about that also, but let's look at Murphy real quick. Murphy, that's 12 home runs. Yeah, I mean, that's second best for him. It's 27. He's about 40 RBIs, batting 238, 737 OPS. Yeah, and I think he'd do good in New York. If that's where the Mets want to go with the catcher. I mean, if you're the Mets, do you want to get a catcher, or are you waiting for Francisco Alvarez?
Yeah, that's the thing, honestly. I think they're waiting for Alvarez, honestly.
You think?
Probably.
And then when it comes to, I mean, who the hell are the Dodgers going to give up? Honestly, like, okay, Miguel Vargas, right? I mean, he's seen how old is this kid though? He's 22. All right, that's not bad. Well, he's going to be their number 5 is going to be gone. He's in double or triple A. This guy's going to be gone. Anybody in AAA is going to be gone. So their number 5, number 6 are going to be gone in the Soto trade. I think Max Muncy, and I also think Cody Bellinger. So because they want high-end talent. I mean, 22 and 24 isn't that bad. 6'3", 6'3". So a pitcher, everybody can use pitchers. A middle infielder, right? I mean, if you look at the Nats roster right now, I mean, I mean, is Alcides Escobar still under contract? Do you think he's probably going to be gone, right?
Escobar, he's playing for the Nash.
Right. I'm talking the Nat. I'm talking Sean Ryan. I'm talking the. Is Escobar a free agent after this year?
Escobar right now.
Because if he is, I think they could give up this Miguel Vargas guy, who's in AAA.
I know he started off the year with them. I don't know if he's. I don't know where he is now. It says he's still on their roster.
Well, yeah, I know he's on his.
I think he's injured.
I know he's on the roster, but I want to see when his contract is up. He's 35.
He's active, but he hasn't played since before the All-Star break.
But if you look at the contract, okay. See, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. So there's a trade right there. They're going to give up Miguel Vargas, the number 5, they're number 6, and they're going to give up Bellinger, and they're going to give up Max Muncy. That's my prediction. I might make a video on that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, because the Nationals want, major league talent. Isn't that the whole point? And also,
the Nationals want prospects.
But they also want major league talent in a way.
Yeah, for the most part.
So I'm giving him 2 AAA guys, and you could throw another guy. I mean, I think whoever gets Juan Soto will be giving up a minimum of 5 to 6 guys, minimum 5, maximum like 7. Total players.
You should read the chat.
Read the chat. Why? What's this you? You're such an ass.
I got.
Well, there's no one in here. This is why I didn't want to do it again, because there's no one in here.
Bandwagon Padres fan is listening, and the Bandwagon Padres fan, Franco.
That's you though.
Bandwagon Padres fan, yeah, it is.
Oh my God! It's the guy from.
Yeah, that's why it's me.
Oh my God,
Miles.
I'm not.
What do you think about the Padres, Miles?
You know what? I'm ending the live. Fuck the live, because no one's in here. I thought it would be a lot more people in here. Honestly, I really did.
I think you just keep it rolling, and people will get in. Got to have a positive attitude.
Bullshit. And then some other guy's gonna come in, right? Some David Peterson fan club or some bullshit.
I can get David Peterson fan club to come in. Here, Miles and Franco, what do you feel about the Padres? Well, let me know what you guys feel about the Padres.
They're not even in here. They're gone. They left.
How do you know?
You know what? I'm done. There's one person in here, and that's you. So, live viewer, you know what? We're done. I'm deleting this. This is stupid.
All right.
We're ending this. We're ending it now. And I'm deleting it because I don't know. I mean, do you think we should keep going?
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, you shouldn't really be doing this on air.
Whatever. All right. Well, anyways, what else? Oh, Tariq Skubal. That's the other thing I want to talk about. What do you think about Tariq? I mean, listen, our boy Johnny Kane. He's from a local Detroiter. He's worked for Bally Sports Detroit. Reported Skubal left tonight's game with left arm fatigue. He was fabulous, and he was in line for the win. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs on 77 pitches. We'll catch up with him after the ball game. That's a big blow. I mean, he's your number 1 trade candidate. I think they should have traded him. I really do. Thoughts?
For who?
I think they should have traded Skubal, the Tigers.
I said that kid really jinxed him. Literally, like The day you and I went to Tigers game, there was a kid there, and he had this shirt on, and it's like Tariq Skubal for like AL Cy Young, and like immediately after that, Skubal just like completely like had a horrible outings. He had like one or two good outings, but he just got lit up big time since. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people were saying like in the past offseason that like the Tigers should trade Skubal, and I don't know. A lot of people were kind of worried because like he was injury prone in the past, I believe, and he had a bad win loss record. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he would be a nice. I know he's not like a veteran, but he kind of would be a nice experienced guy, and I'll put that in air quotes because he really isn't like he hasn't been in the league so long, but he'd be a decent experienced guy to have in this league. The thing is, I'll say the Tigers got a little unlucky with their injuries. I mean, Manning, Mize, Turnbull. I mean, they just got lit up by injuries. I mean, if you want to pull up, like if you want to go for it, like go to Google and type in like the Tigers, supposed opening day rotation. Because I actually am curious on what it was supposed to be.
Starting rotation. April 6th. Here it is. No, that's the lineup. Here it is. Here's the starting rotation. How do I do this? Oops, share screen. So here's what where are we at? There it is. DraftKings. Okay. So here's our starting projected rotation. Eduardo Rodriguez, Tariq Skubal, Casey Mize, Michael Pineda, and Matt Manning. All right, well, let me go through this for you. For the people who don't know about this Tigers starting rotation, what the hell's happened? It's just been abysmal. Well, for starters, Eduardo Rodriguez signed a 5-year deal worth like $100 million. It was terrible. It was like $106 million, $105 million, whatever it was. And he's been MIA. I mean, he had some family issues. He went back down to wherever he's from, the Dominican, Venezuela, wherever the hell the guy's from. Had some personal problems. This happened like the beginning of July, I think, or the end of June. And he basically was MIA. The Tigers could not contact him. It was like a Yoenis Cespedes situation. Couldn't contact him. Didn't know where he was. Didn't know if he was alive or dead. No contact. And then finally, I think he contacted the Tigers about 2 weeks ago, saying that he's been working out. Now he's in Lakeland, had some family issues, came back to the States, got the visa all figured out.
Oh, so it's probably that. Because I heard that he was kind of like, not like MIA, but I'm kind of like, he kind of fell apart. Like, I get it. But, I mean, if you look at marital issues. Yes, you did tell me he had some personal stuff going on. That's right. But, like, what I don't get is, like, I mean, you look at that rotation. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, if I think the expectations, what's going on, Gio, I think the expectations, for this team was high. Obviously, Erod, you were hoping to get what you got out of him last year from the Red Sox. Tariq Skubal, I mean, he had a pretty good first half. Casey Mize, you were hoping that this could finally be the year he breaks out. Michael Pineda, more of a, quantity over quality type of guy. And Matt Manning, also, another youngster who definitely was looking to break out. So I think the youth was definitely the big thing in the rotation, which usually it's not the best thing to stack your rotation full of youth and inexperienced pitching. I think if it's like 2 or 3 guys, okay, and then you have like 2 veterans. Like if you have a rotation and it's DeGrom and Scherzer, and then the 3, 4, and 5 are rookies, that works because you have like the 2 veterans on top balancing it. So let's just say hypothetical. Like let's say the Mets rotation was like DeGrom, Scherzer, and then just the hypothetical for prospects, it was like Peterson, McGill, and I don't know, like Budo. Let's say they called it like Jose Budo from AAA or something. Like it balances it out. I don't know, and I just think the Tigers needed another maybe veteran type of guy, and that's why I really thought Verlander would be a good asset. He's a good pitcher, but he also brings much more than what he could do on the field and on the mound. He could bring a good clubhouse presence. He could definitely coach and help out guys like Matt Manning, Casey Mize, Tariq Skubal. So that's why, like, I was really kind of like, I was kind of rooting for Justin Verlander to go to Detroit. I really was. Like, if it wasn't the Astros, I wasn't like, oh my God, he went to the Astros, but I was kind of like rooting him to go to the Tigers. I really was.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good. I mean, I want to talk about that in a second because it reminds me of something, but I still want to go through the number 2 guy, Tariq Skubal. Obviously, the news. What was it? Right forearm discomfort or some bull that happened to him. I mean, this is I don't know. Tariq Skubal. I love Tariq Skubal. He's a lefty. I mean, we haven't had a good lefty in Detroit since Matthew Boyd. And I feel like, man, this is Tariq Skubal's going to end up like a Matthew Boyd, to where you keep him, and then he's just going to fall off. I mean, like, I have this weird inkling that that's what's going to happen, and it's starting to happen. Why? Well, because of what just happened. He got hurt again. So this is the problem. You have to trade him now. Like, trust me. Initially, I did not want to trade him. I did not want to trade Tariq Skubal. I mean, MLB Network was like, why do they even want to do this? Why did they even say this? I mean, what? I mean, aren't they trying to rebuild? Isn't there a core here or something trying to, they're trying to build here? The rebuild's supposed to be over. Why are you rebuilding the rebuild? Which all makes sense. And Tariq Skubal's a hell of a pitcher. He reminds me of Randy Johnson a little bit. The sidearm action, tall guy, just slinger. And now that he's hurt, it just makes me think, like, damn, you could have traded him. And you could have got something back from him. Something. But the problem is, my fear is that the GM that we have in Alex Avila's dad, the GM that we have cannot make a trade to save his life. He traded Justin Verlander to the Astros. And who'd they get out of it? No one. They got nobody. They got one guy out of this trade from Houston. And that was I can't remember the guy's name because he sucked so much. Franklin Perez. Franklin Perez was the one mother that we got back in that trade. And what has Franklin Perez done since then? I think he hasn't pitched more than like 10 innings. And he's been with us since 2017 or whatever deadline it was. 2017, 2018. I don't know when the hell it was. Yeah, 2017 because they won, right? Yeah. Since 2017. The guy's been with us since 2017, and he hasn't pitched more than like 10 or 15 innings total in the minor leagues. So that's problem number 1 I have with Al Avila. So Tariq Skubal now is hurt. So that was our number 2. And he was a hell of a pitcher. Casey Mize, Tommy John. It's amazing how many guys get Tommy John nowadays. I mean, a guy got drafted. He gets drafted, and like Tommy John, like the Orioles pick, wasn't he? Who got Tommy John that got drafted? He just got drafted, and then he got Tommy John. God, your mic's off again. You there?
Whoops. How about now?
Yeah, it's worked.
I was gonna say, I mean,
who's the guy that got hurt? That got Tommy John. He just got drafted.
All minor leaguers get Tommy John. I mean, like
no. But the guy's like in high school and he gets a Tommy John. He got drafted. MLB draft order 2022.
I don't know. I mean, I know there was Kumar Rocker who had his like other.
No. It was this year. Someone got. I mean, someone's in the comments is telling me you got. Who's a Tiger skipper? AJ Hinch, former Astros guy, which I thought he'd be good, but he's obviously not. So, anyways, next guy, Pineda. Pineda sucks. I mean, he's too old. He's too fat. He can't throw. I mean, he's just too fat. I'm sorry, he's too fat. I mean, I I don't give a shit. Body shaming, whatever. I don't give a damn. The guy's fat as hell. Next, you got Matt Manning. He's hurt. I forgot his injury. He was a number 1 draft pick, like out of University of Florida, I do believe. He's hurt, and nobody's in the chat. So, yeah. I mean, who was the guy that got Tommy John? MLB draft player that gets Tommy John. MLB draft guy who got
He was drafted this year.
Yeah, he got Tommy John.
Do you know like what team he went to? What round was he? Was he the first day, second day?
Dylan Lisco.
Nope.
Dylan Lisco.
Wisco.
Lesko. Dylan Lisco. Was that the guy?
Oh yeah. I didn't know he had Tommy John. The Padres selected him, right? He throws fast, so that makes sense.
I thought it was like a Rangers guy. But no, he got Tommy John, and then it was just ridiculous. Thoughts on the Jose Quintana to the Cardinals thing? It's cute, I guess. I mean, I don't know who they gave up, but he's doing all right. I think did we have his numbers up, Jose Quintana? He was he has a 3.5 ERA, 90 strikeouts, has a 3.24 FIP, which is pretty good. And has an average WHIP. So, I think it's good. I don't think it's spectacular. This is what I think. I think this was a move to where I don't know who they gave up being the Cardinals, but I think this could set them up for a Juan Soto deal because they didn't go out there and get a Montas. They didn't go out there and get a Castillo, who are the 2 big guys on the market, aside from a Rodon, I guess you could say. So I think this is setting them up for a Juan Soto signing or trade. Excuse me. What do they give up? That's the thing. I don't know who they gave up.
I'm trying to find on Twitter. I just see the Cardinals are moving towards the deal with Quintana, however you say that name. But I haven't seen any like name or up or it's probably like someone like nothing crazy, like probably some like minor league guy and a player it's probably a player to be named later and a prospect with some cash or something. I mean, the fact is it's no one big, obviously, because they haven't said their name yet. So it's probably, I mean, some bench bat maybe. I mean, you probably know the Cardinals better than I do. So, yeah, I mean, if you know anyone, Franco, that's a bench asset or, yeah, I don't know. There's nothing on Twitter.
And then I also wanted to talk about John Palmarosi. What's that?
Maybe they gave up Steven Matz.
Maybe they gave John Palmarosi, local Detroiter, left with left arm fatigue. Now it's difficult to envision how he could be traded by the 6 p.m. deadline tomorrow. And that's the thing. Al effed up. He did. He effed up. I'm pissed. This is why they should have traded him. They should have traded Tariq Skubal. Get him out of here. Now you're screwed. Now you are screwed. It's just now John Heyman tweets out, Dodgers looked at Ian Happ, though, as with the Padres, that seems like and they took it away. Freaking dumbasses. There he is, John Heyman. Dodgers have looked at Ian Happ, though, as with the Padres, that seems like a backup plan to Soto. Okay, so Ian Happ, there's a name forgotten about, right? I mean, I told him, when we were in Chicago, I told him, I said,
Big day.
August the 2nd's a big day for him. So, I mean, it's almost here. You know what? That's a good take by JP or by Heyman there. I think whoever gets Soto, and I think Soto's going to go to the West Coast. I'm loving the Dodgers more and more. I am, because they haven't done anything. That's my point. They haven't done anything. So my thought process is whoever gets Soto, whoever doesn't get Soto, is going to get Happ. Happ's going to be Soto's plan B from Soto. Happ is plan B, whether it's for the Cardinals, the Dodgers, or the Padres. Now, I do think it'd be hard to trade Happ from Chicago to St. Louis. I don't think that would actually happen, because I think Cubs fans would die if that happened. And I don't think the Ricketts family wants to engage in another Cardinal trade. Because you saw it happen with Jason Hayward, even though they won a World Series. So, I mean, that's my thought on it. What do you think? Do you think Ian Happ's a backup plan when it comes for a club if they don't get a Juan Soto? He's a guy we haven't heard about.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Happ is a pretty underrated player for the most part. I mean, I know I was kind of always liking this dude, even like when he wasn't really a big asset to this Cubs team. Like, I've always been a big Ian Happ guy. Even like, last year, 2020, 2019, the Cubs have had this dude since 2016, 2018. They've had him for a bit. And this dude has put up average to above average numbers since. I mean, has always, his lowest OPS plus was 102. Otherwise, 131, 128, 113, 123. I mean, he puts up pretty, up to par numbers for his position. So, I mean, I'm really liking what Ian Happ's been doing this year, especially last year. I think this is definitely a big breakout year for him because he's getting more games played. He's never really had the opportunity to, get all the games played, because they had all that stuff going on in Chicago, last year and in the past. So happy for Ian Happ wherever he lands. Yeah, I don't really know what team will go after him. I mean, it's hard. Outfield, nice bat who's, could really do a mixture of anything. Could hit for a little bit of power. We see he has those 9 home runs, but 100 hits. So he's a great contact hitter. I mean, extra base hits. That's your guy right there. Offers a little speed on the base paths.
Yeah, I mean, I want to show his stats right here on the screen share. I mean, where is he, Ian Happ? So, like, I mean, if you look at Happ, right? I mean, he's played in 100 this year. I mean, he's an everyday guy. I mean, in 2020, he missed 3 games. 2021, he played 150 games pretty much. Career high last year in the home run department, even though this is his first all-star selection this year, only 9 home runs, which is actually, you look at that and it's like almost puzzling. Like, wow, he only has 9 home runs, but he was an all-star. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at the hits, 100 hits. So I guess the hits are there. He's a hit machine. He has 100 hits.
He's not a power guy. He's not a power guy. He's not gonna, I don't.
But still, I mean, you're playing in Chicago though.
Still, I mean, I don't think he's going to hit, 25, 30 homers, but I think he's capable of, more so doubles, maybe some triples, if he could pull the ball well at Wrigley. So, I mean, he has a good chance. Like I said, he's definitely, a table setter, could be, lead off, second guy in the order to hit. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of hard what team would go after him. I mean, if you could put like Contreras, Happ, and Robertson in one deal, I mean, Cubs would be getting some good prospects back in return. But obviously, Contreras and Happ are not going to go together. They definitely go separately, considering catcher, relief pitcher, outfielder. That'd kind of be a hard, maybe like a big blockbuster for like an off season, but going to be a hard pill for one team to swallow. So I mean, I really like Ian Happ. I mean, I think he is a really underrated guy. I've liked him, all the way back. In his rookie season in 2017. I'm looking at his baseball reference now, and yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean he's always put up average to a little bit above average numbers since 2017. I think he's a very underrated player. I think guys like he's not. Yeah, I don't think he's in the same category as Nimmo as on base percentage, but I definitely think he is in the category of underrated.
Yeah, I think I think he's been lost in Chicago, which is funny to say because he was playing the shadows as a rookie of in the shadows of Bryant, Baez, Rizzo, and all those guys, and Contreras, and they had Hendricks and all those guys there. So he was playing in the shadows a lot in his rookie season, and then the Cubs just became irrelevant. So he played in the shadows for one when they were actually doing something. And then when everybody got traded and then they weren't doing anything, he just wasn't noticed because the team wasn't performing. And now all eyes are on him because of how, frankly, poor this market is. I mean, all across the board. Hitters, pitchers, trade market sucks. I mean, aside from Juan Soto, and I guess you could say Shohei Ohtani, which most of us didn't even see coming until probably 2 weeks ago, of whispers of him being on the market, this trade market sucks. You know what I mean? It's just really bad. I think the winner is going to be interesting if Juan Soto doesn't get dealt, and a guy like Shohei Ohtani doesn't get dealt. I think it's going to be one hell of an interesting off season. But it's just these guys who frankly, let's be honest, Frankie Montas, right? He's good, but he's not great. Luis Castillo, he's good, but he's not great. These guys that we've glorified the past week and a half would not be glorified last trade deadline. They just wouldn't because of all the people who were available last year. I mean, do you think Luis Castillo would get that much hype when you had Max Scherzer on the market? No way. No, it just wouldn't have happened that way. So, I mean, also, if you look at the Dodgers, right? I mean, I thought the Dodgers could have got Shohei Ohtani. I thought that could have been a really good trade for them. That would have been smart because look, I think if you get Ohtani, and I believe Kershaw, this is his last year in the major leagues, right? Possibly at least with the Dodgers. I think Dodger fans would have been okay letting go of Kershaw if they got Ohtani. No?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I think that was the same thing if they kept Scherzer. I mean, once the Dodgers lost Scherzer last offseason, it was kind of like, okay, you kind of have to bring back Kershaw. If they kept Scherzer and lost Kershaw, yeah, for like nostalgia, it'd kind of be like a hard thing to swallow. Thoughts on this trade deadline? Yeah, Michael, I mean, obviously Mets haven't really made much noise. I mean, they made some moves that haven't been, eye-popping. Obviously, the acquiring of Daniel Vogelback and Tyler Naquin, I think are, good moves. Nothing too crazy. Didn't really give up a lot for both of those guys. Provide, some DH, role, a defensive adjustment role. So those aren't bad. Hopefully you can go after, your big reliever. Obviously, towards probably tomorrow, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think. Oh Lord, how do I get rid of this guy?
I honestly, Jacob, I prefer Twin Peaks. I mean, that's where I go.
Oh, I didn't mean. Oh, wait. Bro, how do I get rid of this guy? Do you know who this guy is or no? No. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, as I was saying, yeah. So let's get back on track. So obviously, bullpen would be ideal, but you're probably going to wait till tomorrow. I mean, the Mets waited last year till 3 o'clock. Like pretty much what always happens is people have this thing. Oh, Sleepy Sandy Alderson is going to wait till 3:59 or whatever time the deadline ends at, a minute or two before. But I have trust in Epler. I really do. I think Billy Epler is a great GM, and I think he's really going to know what needs to be done. I have faith in Billy Epler, obviously. So yeah, I mean, as of right now, I think that they will probably wait till tomorrow, get a relief pitcher. There's been some guys out there, David Robertson, Andrew Chafin, call the Oakland A's, getting a guy like AJ Puck. So ideally, I would like two relievers, one of them being a lefty, and you're going to need a big bat. Like I said, right now you got two bats in Vogelback and Naquin, but that's just the bottom feeders. That aren't the big guys yet. You'll be getting the big guys tomorrow. I will say, time is ticking. Obviously, obviously Mancini signing was today was I mean, unfortunate if you wanted him, but right now, there's still plenty of guys out there for the Mets.
Franco says, will Gallo get traded back to Texas? I think so. I think there's a really good chance he gets traded back to Texas. Now, for what? I don't know. I think they're just going to get rid of him. I think they're going to do a I think they're going to do a deal to where they trade Gallo for like in exchange for the Texas Rangers for them to stock their pop machines for the next 25 years. Like I think that's the type of trade that's going to go down. I think there's going to be some bullshit trade for cash, or like some Oakland A's trade where they say, all right, I'll give you Gallo in exchange. I need you to stock my Coke machine for the next 25 years. Like, I think that's literally what's going to happen, because that is how valuable Joey Gallo is. He's as valuable as a can of Coke, really. So that's my thoughts on it. I mean, if you're Texas, what the hell do you have to lose, right? I mean, I wouldn't give up anybody significant. I mean, I think I'd give up, a 10-year supply of me stocking your Coke machine, sure. But other than that, cash, maybe. I mean, I'd give the Yankees like $30,000 for Joey Gallo. 30,000, or like I'm gonna stock your Coke machine for the next 25 years. I mean, that's all I want. I mean, and hey, he might even do good. And hey, if you're the Rangers and he has a good, end of the season, and he finds a stroke back, and next year he comes with a controlled environment in Texas and the long ball, the heat and everything. And maybe he finds a stroke back in Texas. Maybe there's a hitting coach down there that helped him that's not in New York right now. Who the hell knows? And then he turns around, he ends up hitting 15 to 20 home runs next year, prior to the deadline in 2023, and then you trade him. I mean, hell, that could happen. So that's my thought on it. I mean, why not? I mean, what do you got to lose? If you're the Yankees, you trade him. Who the hell cares? Get him out of here. No one likes him. He's not good. I mean, goodbye. I mean, I think Texas is the only team who actually wants him because they know him. So, I mean, I don't think the Diamondbacks want him. I don't think the Angels want him. I don't think the Tigers want him. I don't think anybody wants him. So it's just stupid.
So, how we were saying, who did the Pirates give up for Quintana?
Yes,
they
sir.
gave up Juan Oviedo and Malcolm Nunez.
Where's that tweet?
I was actually on Instagram.
Okay.
On MLB Transaction Daily. I don't know if they're legit,
MLB
but
Transaction Daily. Let me see if I can find them. MLB Transaction. Yeah, I've seen these guys before. Yeah, they're legit.
I was saying Instagram, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe they may have it on Twitter.
April 20th. Whoa, why is this? They have not posted anything on their Twitter since December 29th. Okay. I don't think. Can I log on my Instagram? I don't know if I can. Instagram.
Yeah, let's go to Instagram and go to their Instagram.
I can't because maybe you can pop it up on yours.
I was on my phone.
Oh well. I can't. I don't feel like logging in. Franco Fisher, I would bet money that Jacob's in the middle school or freshman in high school.
I would.
So the two guys are low risk. Okay, I'm liking the deal. Yeah,
It sounds like it. I mean, I couldn't really tell you much about them. I know one of them is a relief pitcher and a utility infielder, so it's low risk. Like I said, I mean, you're the Cardinals. You kind of want some pitching. I mean, Steven Matz hasn't really done a whole lot for you this year. So bringing in Jose Quintana, who I believe, is he a lefty or is he a righty? He's a righty, but still, I mean, it's depth. It really is. I mean, I don't know how Steven Matz is doing for you guys, Franco. Last I heard, not well. Let's see. Matz has been pretty crappy this season. So it's good depth for you. It really is. And I mean, I think Jose Quintana still is a good pitcher. I don't think it's a quantity over quality or any of that approach. I think he's a good pitcher. He's having an average year. He really is. This is probably arguably one of his best years that he's had.
The Yankees did not give up any one of their top 5 prospects. No shit.
That's impressive.
Well, I mean, if you're the Yankees, you give up, Peraza, Volpe. Okay, let me ask you this: if you're the Yankees and you got Soto, right, and you have a chance to nab Soto, do you give up Peraza and Volpe for Soto?
I would probably have to.
I mean, they're both shortstops. I mean, Dominguez is in single A, so
No, he's still good. I like him.
He's 19 years old, though. But see, like, I view prospects very differently now because they just, ever since I've gotten Alavilad, like, I don't value prospects like maybe you do, or because, I mean, every prospect the Tigers have sucks. They're just so bad. I mean, Riley Green, I mean, he's not doing anything great. Torkelson, he sucked. I don't know. I mean, these prospects are a little overrated. I get it. Everybody's, interested in them now because they're Pipeline. You got, Baseball America. You got everything on Twitter, on Instagram. You can look at them up on YouTube, and prospects are so more valued because everybody else values them, including the fan base.
Yeah, I mean, now,
are you guys prospect huggers? No, I am not. I'm not.
I mean, it depends really what it is, I guess. I mean, I'll say this and then I'll answer.
Not a prospect hugger. Fuck them.
Is that, now I think fans are more involved with like A-ball players because it's more televised. You think 20, 30, 40 years ago, single A and triple A, this, it wasn't really televised much. I mean, it wasn't, there was no Twitter back then. So you couldn't share if this prospect in double A named, Derek Jeter or David Wright or whatever was having a good game. There was no Twitter back then to promote that on. Now you have Twitter, you have Instagram, you have all these social media outlets, MLB Network, and these, 24-hour, cable providers like MLB Network that constantly run all night and, show these highlights, show all these moments. So I think it's definitely a little bit more out there now. Like even when it comes to the news and stuff, it's still out there now. When it comes to me being a prospect hugger, I think it really depends on who it is. I mean, for the Mets, I'm a prospect hugger for Alvarez, Vientos, and Beatty. But when it comes to some of the other guys, I would have no issue. But it's hard because, it's if you see potential, like I said, understanding prospects in the farm is so challenging. I mean, you look at some trades that happened Fernando Tatis. Well, I mean, last I checked, he could have been a Chicago White Sox still. Little trades like that could have easily changed the course of really anything.
I mean, I'm not a prospect hugger. I'm not. Like I said, ever since I've been Al Avila, I'm not. Look, I mean, it's fun. It's exciting when you have a new guy come up. Just for example, look at the Miguel Cabrera trade. Back in was it 2007-8, off season, Tigers traded for Miguel Cabrera, Florida Marlin. They also traded for Dontrell Willis was in that trade. Who the Tigers give up? One guy I can name who they gave up, and that was Cameron Maybin. And that was it. That was it. Who I can remember from the deal was Cameron Maybin. That was the one guy who became a major leaguer. And Cameron Maybin was like, our kind of top prospect then. I mean, he was really big. He was doing steroids. Everybody knows that. Because you look at his first home run at Yankee Stadium, the guy was doing steroids. I mean, the guy was freaking huge. And then, like, back in 2015-16, the Tigers re-signed him as a free agent. The guy was skinnier than shit. I'm thinking to myself, what happened to you? It was steroids. I mean, there's no proof, but you just look at it. The guy was using steroids. But aside from his PED use, other than him, I don't know. I don't know who they gave up. I have no idea. They never reached the major leagues. No one has reached the major leagues. Same thing with the Justin Verlander trade we were talking about a little bit ago. They traded JV to Houston for who? Who the Tigers get back? I don't know. Name me. Somebody name me in the chat right now. Who the Tigers get back for Justin Verlander? Nobody. They got back nobody. They got back Franklin Perez, who hasn't pitched more than 10 innings in his whole outing or his whole minor league career with the Tigers. He sucks. So I am not a prospect hugger. I would trade Spencer Torkelson right now. I would trade Riley Green. If I were the Tigers and I had a shot to go for, and obviously I wouldn't do it this deadline, but I mean, let's just say, like, you have an opportunity, you're doing good next year, you're in a wild card hunt, maybe punt for the division, you got a chance to go out there and get a big arm. I would trade Torkelson. I mean, what do you have to lose? I don't know. I mean, unless Torkelson becomes rookie of the year, then no. But I mean, if he's still valued, very highly by other organizations, I go for it. I mean, I'm not a prospect hugger. I mean, the Tigers just DFA'd Derek Hill, a number one overall prospect, or number one first round pick from like 2017 or 16. Wasn't it Derek Hill, right? Yeah, Derek Hill got DFA'd by the Tigers. And it was like, who the hell is this guy? He sucks. So I'm not a prospect hugger. Go for it. If you're a team, go for it. And I mean, the problem is with a team like the Phillies, I just want to, for example, they have Dave Dombrowski as their GM, right? He's a go for type of guy. I mean, if he sees an opportunity, he goes. I mean, when he was with Detroit, he got David Price, he got Max Scherzer, he got Victor Martinez, he got Miguel Cabrera, he got Prince Fielder. That was a free agent though. He got, I think he got Doug Fister. He just got everybody. And they went to the World Series twice. They didn't win, but they got there. Better than what they're doing now. And like 2012 MLB roster or World Series roster for the Tigers, there was nobody homegrown. Delman Young, ALCS MVP. I think he was from like the Yankees or something. I mean, he was nobody special. No, I mean, he wasn't he was somebody special, but he wasn't a Tigers guy. I mean, it wasn't a guy we drafted. So, I mean, look, I mean, it's nice to have your homegrown talent. Yeah, a Mike Trout and a Juan Soto's and the Julio Rodriguez only come once in a generation for these teams. And yeah, it's nice to see a guy like Juan Soto get drafted, get called up by the organization, and help them win their World Series. I mean, people would have thought that would have been Bryce Harper's job. It would have been Bryce Harper who won the Nationals World Series, but it was Juan Soto. But again, that's a very rare occasion in which it happens. So I'm not a prospect hugger. In short, trade them. I don't care if people see value in these guys and they want to give me a Shohei Ohtani, a Juan Soto, a Max Scherzer, go for it. Like, go for it. I mean, at this point, go for it. I don't give a damn. I mean, hell, like if you're the Mets, like Hayden, like Francisco Alvarez, like I'm gonna push back a little bit here. Like, why not? I mean, you got if you had Juan Soto, why wouldn't you trade Francisco Alvarez? I mean, who says Francisco Alvarez is going to turn into Johnny Bench?
Well, because you take one step forward and then a step backwards. Because
but Juan Soto isn't. He's 23 years old though.
But if you get rid of Alvarez, then what? Then you're going to stick with McCann for the next 2 years, and then what?
You can find other catchers out there. I mean, catching.
But you'd like to address it now. I mean, for the Mets being so competitive right now, and I mean, practically in contention for the playoffs and even a World Series will say that, you're going to need at least most of those, holes filled. And the catcher, that's a big spot.
I mean, let me ask you this. How good is he throwing out runners? I know running isn't a big thing anymore, but how good is he?
Alvarez?
Yeah.
He has a phenomenal arm. Phenomenal arm.
Is he quick?
He throws missiles.
So does McCann.
No, better. I'm talking better than McCann. McCann's an amateur compared to him. And I'm being serious. This dude, Alvarez, you don't see many hard-hitting catchers in the league anymore. You really don't.
I mean, is he like a Pudge Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think if I were to ever make a video, we'd be like the next Piazza Rodriguez. Alvarez is a beast. I mean, you see him, he's really bold. And yeah, majority of catchers are a little, I don't want to say
How old is Alvarez? 20?
2021. And I get, a lot of catchers, are chunky and bulky, but he's just really strong and he has plenty of muscle, like Alonso, a guy like Judge.
I mean, I don't know. I think if I was the Tigers and I had a chance to get Juan Soto and I'm in it to where you guys are and you're on the verge, and then here, Juan Soto's not a rental. He's not a rental. And you guys can't afford Juan Soto. That's what makes most sense. Is that number one, you're in it. Number two, he's under team control. Number three, you can afford him. Big Daddy Cohen can't afford him. He'll give him the $500 million. He'll give him the $450 because Juan Soto is such a great hitter, and you guys need a DH. Mancini's gone, so you guys need a DH as well, right? I mean, you guys need a guy who's. I mean, you don't. I mean, JD Davis. I mean, yeah, he's doing all right, but we're not really cutting it anymore.
No. Mets either have the possibility for an in-house guy in Mark Vientos in the farm.
Yeah, but who says he's going to be that good?
He's a power hitter. I mean, listen, it's worth a shot.
Juan Soto is a lefty Miguel Cabrera. Don't you want a Miguel Cabrera?
Oh, who doesn't?
So
but unfortunately, I
cannot
make the calls.
I would get him. I would get Juan Soto. I don't know. Fans give Soto a standing O.
Good for him.
Possible final at bat in DC. New York, here he comes. I'm telling you, they're gonna get rid of Francisco Alvarez. Mark my words, he's gone. As good as gone. Guys, comment down below your thoughts. What your team has done, what they haven't done, what you want them to do this deadline. Let's check Twitter. Stay tuned to the Astros. We're not done by any means. Astros general manager James Click says, uh-oh. We're not done by any means. Astros GM James Click said. So what do you think that means? Who are they going to get? Are they going to try to get a Juan Soto? Or do they need a Juan Soto?
I don't think they need that.
They have Alvarez. I mean, who are they going to get? Are they going to get a Noah Syndergaard? Blue Jays are in talks with Noah. And then
I heard the Blue Jays, the Cardinals, and the Phillies were in talk with Syndergaard.
I like the Phillies one. I like the Blue Jays too, but I think the Phillies need to make the move. Successful. Oh, they look so wrong for a second there. I was like, what is this? Oh, it's
What?
Mr. Net fishing with the Marlin.
Yeah, Mets have a 7-game win streak. How about that?
How about Tariq Skubal loves Detroit so much that he fakes an injury to avoid getting traded. How sweet. That's pretty good. That was good. Yeah. Hey, there you go, Hayden.
What?
Lindor. I don't know who this is, but I don't know who is this person. No idea. She's a Mets fan. There you go.
Yeah, it's always a W.
It's always a dub. I think that Soto's gone. I also think Syndergaard's gone. I mean, if you're the Angels, what's the point of keeping Noah Syndergaard, right?
Well, yeah, I mean their pitching pretty much has just shown that they are not. I don't know. Like, it would really suck that they just get rid of their pitching, even though in the years past it's been kind of their woe. But at this rate, it hasn't doing them anything. I mean, if you're the Angels, it's just the same thing. People say like lol Mets and that stuff. How about lol Angels? This is a team that has, I mean, two of the biggest players in baseball and still managed to, always be 10 to 20 games under 500. So I just don't understand the mentality of the Angels, and I feel bad. I really do that. That it's the route they always have to take every single season. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, they're probably just going to most likely sell.
Yeah, I think. I would love to hear what that package was to New York.
Yeah, I don't know.
For what's his face? Ohtani. Because, man, you imagine the Yankees get Shohei Ohtani? I mean, that's bigger than getting a guy like Garrett Cole. I mean, that blows a Garrett Cole thing out of the water. I mean, that's like what's his face from a couple years ago. Not Masahiro Tanaka. The Japanese guy, the heavy hitter, lefty.
Matsui?
Hideki Matsui, yeah. That's a Hideki Matsui move right there. That's bigger than Hideki Matsui. That's bigger. That's just if you imagine the hype that Shohei Ohtani would get in New York. You imagine this. Imagine this, Hayden. Ohtani, Yankees, Soto, Mets.
Yeah, that'd be definitely pretty insane.
I mean, that New York would be the baseball capital of the world.
Oh, yeah.
That would be it. If Soto got traded to the Mets and Ohtani got traded to the Yankees, that would have made baseball the most interesting sport. that would have put baseball back on the map. I believe that wholeheartedly because New York, it's a different market, right? I mean, when a New York team's good, everybody loves them. I mean, you got people in LA loving the Yankees when the New York team's good, even with the Mets. I mean, when the Mets are good and the Yankees are good, you got celebrities liking them. You got people for living in LA liking them. You got people living in Florida liking them. You got all these people coming out of the woodworks. You can call them bandwagon, you can call them this, whatever. But when you got high-level celebrities liking baseball teams, that's only good for the sport. Whether the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Mets, it doesn't matter. I just think that would blow up the entire industry if Soto got traded to the Mets and Ohtani to the Yankees. That would have been the best thing for baseball. So, anything else here? Probably ended at 11 o'clock, going on an hour now. Wait till 11, see what happens.
Like to say moves are probably done for the night. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a late night move. If so, it'll probably be something minor. Usually it's, the big moves will probably happen in the AM, probably the late AM. Well, yeah, I mean, I feel you, Michael. I mean, but that's kind of always been the Mets approach. The last couple of years, I get it. We don't have Sleepy Sandy Alderson anymore, and like I said, I trust Billy Epler that he will make the right move. Like I said, they'll get the move done. They really will. I mean, the Mets have plenty of options for starters. Like I said, in-house. Whether it's calling up a Vientos or an Alex Ramirez to DH, so that you have that on the table. But then, like I said, it would be very ideal to go out and try and get, whether it was a JD Martinez. However, I would have liked Martinez in a package with, Vasquez. So I think that's kind of out the window. Seems Contreras is out the window. You could still try and get Robertson, a bullpen arm. And who knows, maybe go to the A's. And, Alderson has his, Oakland A connection there. Maybe you get, an AJ Puck and a Shawn Murphy. I don't know. Just something to explore there. That's a little, kind of under the radar type of thing there. So, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting, an interesting next couple hours. You want JD Martinez, Chafin, and Robertson? Yeah, I mean, Chafin and Robertson definitely fills your nice bullpen role. I mean, I've been big on, David Robertson. Nice veterans. You'll have him for the next 2 months. Then I believe he's a free agent. But the good thing about Robertson is that he's a ground ball pitcher. So maybe Robertson comes into a situation, and you have runners on the corners. He comes in, ground ball, double play. Little stuff like that is huge. So I mean, I like Robertson. You can't go wrong with bullpen. I mean, it's really hit or miss. We need arms and a guy to replace Davis. Yeah, and like I said, I think Davis is gone. I mean, J.D. Davis, I really loved the memories that he's brought us. I mean, that 2019 season, 2020. I mean, last year he was okay, but this dude just cannot hit a fastball for his life. I mean, and that's what pitchers are just going to attack him with, a fastball upstairs, and he's going to swing and miss. I mean, I wish we could see that 2019 Davis where we could see that hard opposite field contact, and we're just not seeing it anymore at Davis. So, listen, I love JD Davis, 877 runs now, but I really do think it's time for JD to go. And I think, like I said, you have that DH position, and I want to get something out of it. JD, he's a DH, and that's it. He's not playing third base. He's horrible defensively. So, I mean, that's really all you got. If they do Vientos for JD Martinez, would you do it? I would, to be honest. I don't even know if you'd have to give up Vientos. I mean, Dom is probably going to go. Maybe you could try and throw in JD in that, but I don't know if you would get, rid of a Vientos. I mean, from what I heard, the Red Sox asking price wasn't that high. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was higher when Vasquez was in it, and he's out of it. So I don't know, but I mean, I would do it. I really would. I'd be a little weary with Vientos just because my only problem with JD Martinez is I think he's a great hitter. For starters, he's 35 years. He's 35 years old in 2 weeks. So you have to take into accountability. My only issue is he's not very versatile. He's a DH and that's it. It's not like he could play the field. He's horrible defensively. So, it'd be a little hard to, give someone else a role at DH and, let him, play an outfield position. He is a little cold lately, I will say. His last 30 games, he's only batting 198, 258 OBP, and a 302 slugging. So, right now it's a little interesting. I think his value is definitely lower than what it's been. The Red Sox so bipolar with what they want to talk about. Yeah, that's how a lot of these negotiations are. But right now, it seems with the Mets, if they want a hitter, their options are getting limited. Unless they just completely surprise and go for like a Josh Bell or someone that isn't even really been out on the market that's been known. Who knows? Maybe they'll go and sign a guy like, I don't know, Garrett Cooper from the Marlins. Who knows? Last year the Marlins traded Adam Duvall, in the division to the Braves. So, anything could happen. That's what makes this great, the trade deadline great is, I don't know, we can get someone that isn't even in discussion right now. But from what it seems that, a lot of our farm is safe from what it seems. You want guys that are not safe. I'm talking Dom Smith, JD Davis. They're going to be on the market. And, it's not like you didn't give them a chance. You gave them a chance multiple times, and they just couldn't execute when it mattered. And this Mets team has showed that if you're not going to execute, then goodbye. The Mets did it with Cano. He wasn't playing. They kicked him out. Dom Smith wasn't playing well. They sent him down to AAA. I guarantee you the Wilpons and Brody Van Wagenen would have kept him up.
How about when John Heyman tweeted out that the White Sox attempted to get Shohei Ohtani? That's crazy. I can't even imagine that one. That would have been insane. They weren't even on the radar. Why? That would have been.
You don't even have the farm. Yeah, you may have the farm, but you're fixing kind of two things. You're fixing the pitching and then the offense.
Yeah. I don't know. That would have been a cool thing. I would have gone nuts. I don't have a thumbnail for that type of trade.
Yeah.
Why does a 39-year-old Miguel Cabrera still lead the Tigers in batting average? Fucking Jesus Christ, it's terrible. Look at this. 276 from a 40-year-old. 276. 221 from our what is he? How much he signed for Baez? 100-something million, $150 million. Jesus, idiots, dude, freaking idiots. Ugh.
Yeah, Michael, I really do like Ronnie Mauricio. If anything, I think it's Mauricio is the guy you have to trade. And here's why. For starters, shortstop's locked down for the next 10 years. We know that in Francisco Lindor. So it'd kind of be a little hard to just have him come up in the bigs when you have Lindor there. I have no problem if the Mets want to turn him into a third baseman. The issue is he doesn't have the body for third base. Or if they want to keep him in his athletic ability, put him at second or even the outfield. But the Mets had not expressed any interest in doing that. And I get it. Mauricio is young. He's what? He's 21. So he has time to, switch positions, but the Mets haven't shown any interest in it. So, I like Mauricio. I think he has great speed. Nice quick bat. But right now, shortstop's taken. So I just think that he is good trade bait. I would much rather the Mets trade Mauricio than a Vientos, than a Beatty, than an Alvarez. So, yeah. I would say Mauricio is probably most likely a guy that may not be here next year at this time.
Could you send me who the Cardinals gave up, or for who the Pirates gave up.
Yeah, go to
So I want a video tomorrow. Also, guys, check out a couple of my videos. I made a lot today. I made about I made 3 videos today. Made one on Josh Hader, Frankie Montas, and the Austin Riley signing. Go check those videos out. I appreciate it. Also, go subscribe to the channel and Mets Talk with Hayden. You'd appreciate it. When Alvarez figures out MLB is going unstoppable. Yeah, I mean, I think look, I'm not dissing Alvarez. All I'm saying is that you got, again, I'm taking a different approach because I've been Alavila'd. There he is.
I met Francisco Alvarez in spring training last year. Really nice guy. Fun fact, he is a pretty big unit, pretty big dude. I don't think he speaks English, so I couldn't really communicate with him, but he signed my ball. Pretty chill guy.
Twins beat the Tigers 5-3. Are you serious? They were in the 9th inning and they were winning by a run. You know what? Damn it. You suck, dude. Screw Al. Screw Al Avila. Oh my God. Okay. Damien. You think the Cards get Soto even if they don't include Walker in the package? Nah. Nah, I think they want Walker. Because, again, they want high-end talent. The Nationals do. They're going to have to include Walker. I think so. Because, again, isn't he like their number 1 or their number 2? I think he's their number 5, right? Walker. The Cardinals guy, because I've heard of him like a lot these past couple of days. And those Cardinals top prospects.
Who are you talking about? Jordan Walker?
Yeah, he's a number 1. Yeah.
The Nationals are going to want guys in return that are like AAA guys that will be ready to make their debut next year.
I mean, he's a AA guy, but he's 20 years old.
Yeah,
I think Matt Liberatore gone. I think Walker's gone, and I think the Graysoff kid is gone. And also, you know what? Actually, I take back what I said. I think Walker's gone. I think Wynn is gone. Nah, well, see, if I'm the Nats, like I want Graysoff. I want him. I want Walker. I know they're saying a lot about Wynn, but you know what? He's a AA guy. I think I'll take Liberatore instead. Because I want a AA guy or AAA guy. I want a AAA guy. I need guys that are ready. You know what I mean? I need guys now because, and hell, you know what? Screw it. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. How about this one, Hayden? How about this one? Walker, Liberatore, Wynn, and Graysoff. Gone. All 4 of them. Gone. For Soto.
Rangers got it.
4 guys. Gone. You see a Tiger? I'm a Tigers fan. I am a Tigers fan. I am a Tigers fan. What happened? Oh, no. I am a Tigers fan, unfortunately. Yeah.
I am probably going to have to head out in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Just as a little FYI. Brewers acquire reliever Matt Bush. So you guys got Mark Mathis. That's a name to remember.
Rangers got an infielder from the Brewers. When did that happen?
Well, Mark Mathis. I remember him from how long ago?
Did Rangers get some trade happen already?
Yeah, it was a minor one, but well, it's not minor league, but like nothing too crazy. Nimmo had a good day, 4 hits. You like to see that. And then it's DeGrom Day tomorrow. Yes, sir. DeGrom Day.
What was that trade about?
It's like Mark Mathis for some.
Oh yeah. Oh no. No, that's not that. Huh. Well, Andrew Chafin's probably not going to get traded yet. Tigers reliever.
Probably not.
So Max Scherzer's doing. You think Max Scherzer's done, huh? You think he's worn out? You think he's not good anymore?
Oh, for sure. I mean, look at that ERA. That's horrible.
I think he's. Hayden's a Max Scherzer hater.
Come on, I love that.
You're a Max Scherzer hater. He's he's not good. He's good. Did you see what he did tonight? He's very, very good. Baseball been very, very good to him. Look at it. It's a 2.09 ERA. What the hell?
Good numbers.
Gotta believe, man. Gotta believe.
Well, we'll end off on the note with Mad Max Scherzer and DeGrom pitching tomorrow.
All right. We gotta go. I wish the Mets would have just played Chafin when they had the chance.
I mean, I'll tell you this: I would have much rather the Mets went after him than trading for Dolly Rodriguez in terms of a lefty. Like once the Mets lost Loop, which maybe wasn't the best thing, which probably seems better now. Phone call should have been for Chafin, and that's what I wanted.
You wanted Chafin?
Yeah. Considering that the Mets needed some lefty.
All right. I'll give you Chafin. You give me one Francisco Alvarez. Give me Brett Beatty straight up. That'll work. Come on. Straight up. Brett Beatty. Come on. Yeah. You give me JD Davis.
Sure.
Really? I'll do it. Shit. Hey, we need run production. 877 runs now. All right, we're done. All right, thank you guys for tuning in this live stream. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment up all your thoughts. Stay tuned for updates here on my channel. I'll be doing a lot of videos tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. 6 p.m. is deadline. Stay tuned. And as always, guys, I'm Christian. He's Hayden. Or I could be Hayden. He could be Christian. You never know.
It's opposite day.
It's opposite day. It's a bad day. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate y'all.